Hello everyone, Naorashi here. Today is December 31st, the last of the year, so I thought I would make a top 10 of the series I discovered this year. Now, I need to put an emphasis on discovered. Most, if not all of the series I'm gonna show you today are not series that were released in 2022. So first, I'm gonna start with two honorable mention because in both cases, well, you'll see. The first would be My Neighbor Tseki. I started this series. I only read volume 1 actually so far, but I've started this series a bit on about 2 months ago. However, I discovered this series like in 2019. But I only heard about the name and saw some clips on Facebook. I never really bothered to watch an episode or read the manga until earlier this year. And the other would be Girls Last Door, because this is a series that I heard the name of sometime last year, but I decided to get interested in it after Christmas of last year. So almost exactly a year ago. Actually, I ordered volume 1 exactly a year ago. I clicked on order on December 31st of 2021. And I started to read the series in 2022, and now I'm up to volume 5. Alright, so now for the actual top 10. You'll see that my top 10 is probably not as diverse as last year, because 2021 is really a year I really discovered a lot of series, because that's almost when I started to read manga again. I started actually in October 2020, but back then I didn't buy a whole lot of series. So at number 10, I'm going to go with My Boy in Blue, sorry. In French it's, for some reason, it has a French title, Love Under Arrest. I like this one mostly for kind of nostalgic reason, because this girl is actually a high schooler that fell in love with a policeman, which is the other guy we see here, and they have a pretty significant age gap. I think it's 8 years, something like that. No, 7. The girl is 16 and the guy is 23. This reminded me of a manga I used to love when I was a teenager, which is Gals, or the anime version Super Gals. And this, the girl reminded me of my second favorite character of the series. So I got this one for nostalgic reason, and so far I didn't regret it. At number 9, I'm going to go with Perfect World. Main reason why I started to get interested in this one is I actually heard the name last year, because there's always Kondasha Comics always has these ads at the end of their books, and I saw this one pretty often, and it's because thanks to a silent voice and a sign of affection, I started to get interested in romance involving disabled people. I don't know why, but yeah, I decided to try this one out, and although this one is much more dramatic than the other two I mentioned, this one series doesn't, the drama in this series doesn't feel forced, and that's something I definitely like, even though I'm usually not too much into drama. Next is My Dress Up Darling. I honestly mostly got it because of the hype. I did hear some about it sometime last year, but the hype surrounding the anime is what got me. So yeah, basically I just got on the hype train. I've only read volume 1 and 2. I didn't even watch the anime yet. But yeah, so far I kind of like it. There's a lot of fan service, but maybe you can see. But the series is rated M. The series is rated mature, basically 18 years old. So I kind of expected it to. to be the case. Next is Catch These Hands, mostly because it's a Yuri. Different kind of Yuri, because like this girl, this one here is a complete tsundere. And she doesn't want to admit that she likes the other girl. She always acts like, oh, I hate you, you're so stupid, but at the same time, she's kind of protective of her. So that's kind of funny. It's actually, it's one of the funnier Yuri I have read that actually focus on romance, unlike Futaribeya or School Zone Girls, which are Yuri but that focus Yuri that has a lot of humor that focuses more on friendship. Another one that I like for another Yuri that I like, Futari Escape. I did get the vibe of another series that that's gonna be on my top 10, and I would say it's a mix. The feel of it is a mix of one of the series I'm gonna mention later, as well as School Zone Girls, as this is a series featuring two women living together, but they don't actually. They're not actually dating. They definitely do like each other, but they're not dating. So it has a little slightly stronger focus on humor, and I also like the character designs. So we're now on the top 5. So at number 5, I'm going to go with something I really recently discovered, Higiro. I actually heard about it last year, but I decided to completely ignore it. Then a couple weeks ago, I kept getting clips of that of the anime on my YouTube, page. I clicked on some of them, thought it was not as bad as I thought it would be. Decided to get it, and I read Volume 1 of the light novel and Volume 1 and 2 of the manga, and it's definitely top 5 material for stuff I discovered this year. It's really good. It might make some people uncomfortable though, because it does touch subjects that might, as I said, might make people uncomfortable, but it's still showed in a very cute fashion. Speaking of cute, next is the two of them are pretty much like this. I made a review of this not too long ago, and I'm just gonna repeat what I said. The series is cute, and it's one of the cutest series that actually featured adult couples. And this is the other series I kept foreshadowing when I talked about Futari Escape. But yeah, if you like cute Yuri with no or very little drama that doesn't feature high schoolers, I would definitely recommend this one. Next is another cute series, and another that I reviewed a volume of recently. That would be Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible. I discovered this in April, I believe, or March of this year, I don't remember. Shortly after Volume 1 was released, that's for sure. What can I say? It's just cute as heck. I especially like Kubo. I like how she treats Shiraishi like a good friend. Although, even though everyone else just ignore the guy because he has so little presence, the interaction between them is just cute. I mean, for a high school romance, this has surprisingly little drama. The only amount of drama I saw was in Volume 3, and it was like short-lived. It wasn't like only one half a chapter, maybe. Number 2 is another. Some people might say cute, some other people might not, because it is a bit controversial. You'll see why. But number 2 goes to Living Room Matsunaga-san. I did say at some point, maybe not on this channel, I think it's on Discord or maybe Reddit, but I did say this has become one of my favorite rom-com. That is not a Yuri. Although the massive age gap of almost 11 years between the two characters, I think it's a pretty cute story, at least so far. I've only read up to Volume 4. I wouldn't say the guy is a tsundere, but he's definitely overprotective of Miko. Um, in a cute way. Like he's not a creep. He actually doesn't want to act like a creep. You'll understand when you read Volume 3 what I'm trying to explain. And you probably won't be surprised with my first place. I keep saying this is my favorite discovery of 2022, and it's a series that in French has been released quite late. I think it's October. I think Volume 1 was released in September, October 2021, but I discovered it in February 2022. That would be Mon Ami des Ténèbres, or with the new official English title, My Clueless First Friend. I have no other reason to like this than the fact that it's by far the cutest series I've ever read. I've read, I say watch, but I don't watch that many anime. I've read several cute manga like Mitsubochi Color, which didn't make it to my top 10, even though I discovered this year. But yeah, this is this tops every single cute series that I own. It's not my favorite series of all time. That still goes to Laid Back Camp and Non Non BRE. Although, in terms of cuteness, I would say it probably tops, or at very least, it tops Non Non BRE. I still prefer Non Non BRE overall. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite discovery of 2022. If you like cute stories involving like friends, young friends like that, with a little bit of romance added to the top, that doesn't feel forced, definitely try this one. And as luck would have it, there's an anime that comes out sometime next year, probably in spring, I guess. Anyway, I wish every one of you a happy new year. I hope you will discover more manga, more good manga, hopefully. I definitely had my fair share of good manga and my fair share of not that good manga in 2022. I don't know if 2023 will bring me as many new discoveries, because as I said yesterday in my collection update video, I'm probably gonna tone down my manga purchases, because, well, I need to spend a lot less money on manga. I need to save some money, and I also want to buy some games, because I got an Xbox Series X last summer, and I didn't buy a lot of games for it. Like, physically, I only bought these 3 games, plus another one that's in my room, that I don't even play on my Series X, I play on my Xbox One. Anyway, yeah, so hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for my weekly review. And I wish all of you a happy new year,